All right. Hi, this is Anakin, and welcome to part three of Railway Empire 2. We're playing the Steel Dragons DLC, the first scenario called Humble Beginnings, set in Shanghai. And in the last episode, we got out here to our two new provinces and set up lines between them, connected them up, and set up rope industry in Wuhan and a tea leaf packaged tea industry in Ying, and we've got those shipping to Shanghai. We managed to do the rope task pretty quickly, and we're just in the process of starting to build packaged tea. Now, having said that, these little cities like this are not the way to get these tasks done quickly. I would have much preferred having tea coming to, for example, Hangzhou and sending that to Shanghai. And to that end, there is a distillery right here. Now, what's it worth? It's probably going to be expensive. See, it's making some production. So let's see. Oh, that's not bad. We can buy that, knock that down, ship tea leaves to Hangzhou, and get that task done more quickly. Plus, we can ship manure from here to the tea leaves. And I think, I've got fingers crossed that the tea leaves will improve. Now, let me see if that's true. Let me see if there's something that tells us, like, we know it works for grain. So let's look at the grain over here. It doesn't work. Okay. No, that doesn't work. The manure does not help the tea. It helps the grain. I think it helps the rice. It helps the rice, but it doesn't help the tea. Okay, well, I'm glad we checked that, because that was something I was really been all out of shape trying to figure out how to get this over there, and it really doesn't matter. So, disappointing. But okay. So, I think in that case we make another warehouse right here in Yichang, and we connect, and that way we'll have our three city cluster. We'll have the what do we got going in here? The sugar from Wuhan. It'll get rice, eggs and manure from Yichang, and then and meat, because this will be going in there, the poultry, and then over here they'll just receive, right? They'll just get stuff from these two. So let's put a warehouse. Let's put a warehouse here, and in that warehouse we're going to hold rice, eggs, rice, eggs, manure, I think. Manure. For now, that's it. And we're going to connect like this. And I think we're going to make I think we'll do four. We're going to expand this station to 4 platforms, like that. And we'll keep that bridge, and we'll use it for this. These guys will come in like that. Right? And we can put supplies out there. Okay. And then we're going to take this line right here and scoot it over to that socket, so that we don't even have an intersection here, which will help with traffic flow. Back it up to here. And if you're not, if you're new to the game, relatively new, I've got it set on demolish. and you go over to your track and you hold down the shift key. See that? I hold the shift key and make a marker and say, I want to delete that. And it'll delete from there to the next intersection or the next marker. So for example, I could put a marker there and delete the stuff in the middle, right? Or I could do a deletion here. If I'm touching that, you can see the white part is just from the end to the next intersection. So we'll delete that. So that's how the delete works. So we want this track to kind of come. Wow, that's weird. You know, the fact that these are uneven is messing me up. Yeah. I'm going to extend them so that they're nice and even. Let's see if that works better. It not especially. Oh no, that's right. We want to go here and here like that, and here to here like that. Then we want to reset these tracks. There we go. There we go. And then if we're going to have a 4 wide, we ought to be able to use it in both directions. Ah, little shy. Oh, we must have been so close with no cigar. Okay, like that. Okay. So this can handle traffic more quickly. We can get all this stuff headed over here. And so here to here, we're going to do run fulls. And this guy, and I'm going to have at least a couple of them on that short line. We gave them supplies. I'm going to give them repairs as well. And where are we on research? We're waiting on, what's that? Ooh, this one's kind of tempting because training is something we actually do. That's the one we doubled up. Let's go ahead and get that one. And then we'll wait up for 300 to get this super here. Okay. So we can't make this go faster. So what we could do, now we could think about buying this so that we can bump it up ourselves. But I think what we can do is just run a line. If we ran a line all the way to Hangzhou, right? Or just started running, all the way across. Oh, that would be cheaper and maybe even arguably better. Is just run it off here on a separate line, run it into this, and then we said we wanted to build some bypasses anyway, and let it run to through all the way over here. I mean, that's a ridiculously long way to take something, but I don't see tea leaves anywhere else. They're down here, but we don't. See, this would be great, but we can't access it yet. And they're down here. So really, the only one we have to play with is right here. Yeah. So we either run it a long way to have the tea, or you know what? We're just going to stand pat. We're going to stand pat, see how this goes. We are making the silly stuff. This train, the first train has one tea leaf in it. I'm not sure, tea package, and I'm not sure why we're showing one to export. Let me see. If we run it, it should go away. Yeah, I did. Okay. And this train should have 2 now. Okay, all right. Everything's working correctly. It was just making me doubt for a minute. Okay, let's see if we can get some bypasses built. Oh, this one's going to be tough because of all this track, but we can come back here, I think. Come off like this and go through like that. Now, it doesn't like going into the city because, yeah, see, we can't do it right through the city per se because we would have to connect somewhere inside the boundaries of Yichang. And Yichang, unfortunately, not very big where our station is. So let's go like this and like that. And that will give us a bypass around Yichang. And we can make sure it's double tracked. And there we go. Now, trains will start using it there. See, trains will start using that rather than going through the station. Now we want to be able to bypass Wuhan. How are we going to do that? Oh, sorry. I'm trying to make you dizzy. All right. Okay, this one, Wuhan is ugly because of the industries, right? His station and industry here, it's a little ugly. But I think what we can do is take like a southern route on it. We can go like this. Yeah, I think it's worth it to have the bypasses. I really do. So if we go like this and around like this, that'll get us back on the main drag. It's better to go around the city than to fight city traffic. Okay. Okay, there's a bypass around Wuhan. Now we'd love to have one around Nanjing. I mean, we could even build it like right off the city here, I think, pretty easily. Now, another question is, do we want to expand Nanjing to 4 platforms? Let me just look at, yeah, our traffic jam journey time ratio is excellent. We're getting good throughput. Let's just run. If we have to adjust later to do something different, then so be it. But we're just going to do a bypass that kind of just goes right through the city. Ooh, it's awfully slow. Awfully slow. That's better. That should speed up a number of our lines. And then we kind of now need a bypass around Shanghai to go to Hangzhou because, no, we really don't. We kind of nixed that idea of moving the tea leaves all the way over here. So I think that's good. I think we've got some bypasses that'll improve things a little bit. So what's the next thing we really want to work on? We're kind of stuck on this. So what we really want, I think I want to let it run a little bit, and then we want to gather some money, and I want to really get some passenger and express, passenger and mail traffic going with the bonus buildings and all that good stuff. So we need some money for that. How are we looking bond-wise? Our company value is 14.6, so we could do a 1.46 million. So I'm thinking we need to we probably have to kill this big one to get any more. So and we'll just run on cash for a while. And we'll need like $500,000 or so. There, we're slowly making this stuff. Now, see, the thing is, because it's a small town, Mianyang, the tea industry we put there, we can't level it up till it hits 20,000. Oh, wait. They're growing. Are these guys going to grow? Oh, man, let's finish off. Man, wake up. Got to get the rice in here to Yicheng. That'll help everybody. How are we going to do that? We'll pick it up out here. Okay. We'll go. And our buddy, our rival here is probably he's obviously bringing some rice into somewhere, but they do, the AI does such a crap job.
There was already a train station here.
We'll call this Wuhan rice. And we'll have it connect in here. Give it supplies, and we'll even give it a maintenance, and we will run shoot. I lost that guy somehow. Okay. We will start on the rice. We'll go to Yichang. Nothing's going to come back. Run the rocket. Go. And look at that. It's all going to the breeding. I mean, it's okay. It's money, but oh, but this is nice. Fertilizers, manure is going back to tea plantation. Oh, I wish you could stop this. I want to see where it is. We could buy. Oh, we can't even get to it. Why would we want that? We're waiting on 3, aren't we? Oh, maintenance. Ooh, no. We'll take that. Maintenance requirements. Drop down. There, finally, a little bit for Yichang. We need to probably double up this train. We're going to copy it, add a train, go. Yeah. Oh, look here. Look at this. We're growing. When we hit 20,000, we will upgrade our tea leaves. That'll help a bunch. On the other hand, well, and he'll get the idea, right? He's making 0.4 a week, and our factory right now needs 0.5. So he's already low. And we should be shipping. Yeah, we're shipping it all out. So when we bump this up, our owner down here should get the idea and bump his thing up. All right, this is going great. This is going great. Okay, so we could do more hemp, more ropes if we wanted to. And there's an error here. What's this? Oh, Shanghai is wanting to send a bunch of stuff back to us. Look at this. I don't really want that to come back. That's interesting. I don't really want, like these trains here, I don't want them bringing supplies back from Shanghai, because they're going to get supplies from their little 3-city cluster over here. So I think we're going to have to set these up so that they deadhead back. That was yeah, see this? They're bringing stuff back, and that's kind of all good and well and good, but I'd rather have it coming from the 3-city cluster and not taking stuff away from here. And look at that. There's an industry opportunity. So let's go here. I mean, I could bring passengers and mail back, I guess, but just to have something to come back. But I think we're just deadheaded. Did I do that right? Max 0. Go. All right. So he'll just take off with what he's got. He won't load any more in the future. Now, what would we like to have here? Paper. What would Shanghai like to have? They're not getting. And I don't think it can be tea leaves. I don't think it can be rope. Because if we put them in Shanghai, I don't think they'll count as deliveries. And I could be totally wrong, but let's see. They would like cloth. Now, how do you make cloth? No, that's to make silk. Here we go. Weaving mill takes hemp. Wow, they make cloth out of hemp. We've got hemp right here. We could put a cloth industry in Shanghai. That would be just fine. All right, let's do that. Let's go new production, weaving mill in Shanghai. Now we need hemp, which is easy enough to do. We can go out here. We'll come under or over. I think under. Okay, this is going to be hemp. And it's going to go here. And up here. And we will go hemp to Shanghai, running full, 12 days. Okay. Now, how big do we want this guy? Oh, we're up to 95,000 in Shanghai. Now, I feel like there's so much passenger and mail revenue. I mean, we could just supercharge our economy if we wanted to. Look at our little 3-city cluster here. It's beautiful. We got to keep an eye on this when it hits 20. And I think maybe we could look at, has anybody grown? Okay, Hangzhou could take a immigration office. And that's, and Yisheng could. Now, I want one in Yisheng. If I put one there, it's going to grow faster. And it's going to want more stuff. That's okay. That's okay. Just grow. Grow. Okay. Now, let's see. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. I wanted to see how much cloth we need out there in the world. I don't like owning these, but since I do, okay. The only place that wants cloth is here and here. So we need about 2 right now just to get going. We need to be producing 2. So our weaving mill is producing about 1.6. It's probably okay for the time being. Now meat is a different animal. Shanghai's consuming the meat. We need to bump up our meat production to help the other cities grow. So if we look at meat, we need it here. We need it here. They're not getting it. We need it here. They're not getting it. Are you getting your meat? They want to. They're not even getting enough meat. We need a lot of meat production increase. And then we need to go here. And we probably need more trains here, actually. Believe it or not. Well, we've already got 5 going. Are they waiting to load? Yeah, there's okay. We got enough trains because they're not quite running. Well, we could do one more. You can always do one more. Okay, one more train. And then we're going to go over here and we're going to use our money to upgrade our meat at least a couple of times. 1, 2, 1.1 million. Can we afford? Let's do 1. There we go. That'll be better. And I'd like to do it again. I hate owning this because if we didn't own it, the private investor would automatically do this and it would be making all kinds of meat and we'd be great, but crap. Here we are. So to level 3, we need about 800. Oh, and we've tapped out. Now, do we want Shanghai to get any bigger? This is where it would be useful to know what's coming up. If Shanghai, if there's a task to grow Shanghai or something, then great. If there isn't, leaving it at 100,000 makes it a beautiful city. It has all 3 industry slots, and you can, use it to feed the other cities, and we can get more growth in other places like Nanjing and Yanqing and Hangzhou. But at the same time, what did I say a minute ago? Grow, grow, grow. So let's go with a city building. Oh, wait. What kind of percentage are we getting? Yeah, we're okay. We're okay. 79. So let's go with a university and put it on top. We have to replace our immigration office with a university, and now it'll keep growing. So we can keep growing Shanghai, which means we definitely want to bump. Which one is it we want? We want this one, the meat industry. There we go. Bump up our meat industry. Okay, now we got a new industry in Hangzhou. Now we could, at this point, put in the packaged tea. But then again, you got to have it over here to run it. And we just don't have that much. Even if we buy that and start bumping it up, well, how are we looking? 13. Oh, no, we're good. We'll stick with what we've got. So let's think about what would we like to have in Hangzhou. We can look at this and say, oh, I know, clothing. I'd like to have clothing and take advantage of the weaving. So clothing. Let's put a clothing industry in Hangzhou. I've forgotten how to rotate this. How do you rotate it? It doesn't matter. Go right there. We'll make some clothes. Now that means that the demand for the cloth is now there's demand here, right? So we have more demand for the cloth. So our industry here, our weaver needs to bump up probably at least 1.
A formidable example of how not to do it.
It's probably a breakdown or something. I don't want to leave this. There we go. So now we need 2 hemp a week, right? So that would be a frequency of 38. I've forgotten my math. 25, 28. And your frequency, I think, is like 12. Yeah, you're good. We're delivering it fast enough. Are they making it fast enough? Oh, yeah, we got plenty. I'll tell you what we'll do since we did bump that up. We will copy the line just to be certain. Put a train on it. and go. Yeah, that's good. All right. So, and I'm going to set up a freight line that goes between here and here, just to make sure that we can move those goods. Okay. All right, now, where are we? I don't think we care about this. No, we don't. We don't want to own that. Only got one. We need 3 stars. Now, I said we were going to do the express, but there's so much stuff going on here. Can we? Oh, look at this. We're big enough now. We can go to our tea industry and expand it to a level 2. That's the next thing we want to do. There we go. Now we're going to be making the tea at a faster pace. Now we got this guy here. I'm hoping we'll get the message.
This package tea can be stored for a long time for its transport to Europe. Lucrative business indeed.
So it kind of doesn't matter because we're finished with the production, and that means we've got 4 going. We should have 4 going to Shanghai if everything's working correctly, and it should be. This guy right here, no. Oh, he's waiting for 4. How'd that work? Oh, you know what? They the 4 came out at a different time than the 8. So this guy right here, I'm going to tell him you only need to be a 4, confirm, okay, and he'll take off. There we go. Now we'll get that task done. And then what I'm going to do, now that he's gone, I'm going to set him back to 8 and confirm. And then this train here, and we'll just make them all be 8s. And this one here, which probably ran early on us, it got sneaked in there in the middle, and we ran our 4 before we ran the second 8. That's what happened to make that weird. Okay, Yi Chang has good grief. They have an industry slot. We'd like to keep growing here. Don't see why not. Let's see. What would these guys like? Oh. Okay, they want rope now. Do we have... I think we have a line that runs... Don't we have a line that runs... this one. What is it? Yeah, we have a freight line to haul between the cities. Wuhan, Yichang, Mianyang, Yichang. So I'm going to throw a couple more trains on that and let that run. And then, so we can get some rope from over here. We should, oh, okay. I hate owning these things. Okay, let's bump this guy up. Make more rope. And before I do, I'll check myself. I want to see if these guys need rope. Yeah, see, they want rope. They don't. They do. Okay. So rope is a thing that they want, even if they're not on a port. So yeah. So let's bump this guy up to level 2.
A formidable example.
There we go. All right. What did I do? What am I doing? Breakdown maintenance. Wuhan to Shanghai. Oh, okay. Do we have repairs here? No. Dummy. Okay. That's what's happening. We're not repairing here, And we don't repair here because this is the station we have our dispatch hall because we want everything moving quickly out of there, out of that warehouse. Right? Okay, so where are we? We're almost done with that. So I said we were going to get some passenger mail, but there were so many opportunities for industry that I just got distracted. So we got good growth, good growth, good growth, and an industry slot here. And here's, again, where I just don't know the supply chain well enough. What would we like to have? We've got rope covered. Paper, we can get paper from here. And we're sending paper over there. Tell you what we could do. Yeah, they have paper. We could just make the paper here. We could start paper to everybody else by just simply going like this. We go, oh, that's his station. Our station. We add a warehouse right here. No. Yes. Sorry, I'm debating with myself. We add a warehouse here, and we put paper in it, right? So now the paper coming from Nanjing to Minyang for our tea leaves will also be available for these other two cities, right? So just by adding that warehouse and turning on paper, now we've got paper delivery going to here and to here because of the trains that are passing through them, right? Speaking of which, I want to look at traffic. We're up to 6%, getting a little bit. This is probably getting busy right in here. If we had even more money, we would separate and have passenger mail lines and freight track separated. The Nanjing, this guy here, the paper mill. Yeah, see, he good. He'll take care of that. We need to make sure he has bamboo, though, right? And he's got a ton to send. Now, this guy's production, because he's private, we can't see his production. So we'll just have to go by, do you have bamboo in your city? And they do. We're doing a pretty good job. I'm going to add another train to be certain and to encourage him to expand. And that maintenance is hurting us, but I think that's that one. Yeah, it's the rope one. He'll eventually repair and get in there and move on. You know what? We don't need that. We finished the rope task. We're going to set him down to 0. Then we're going to move him up to 1 and let him restart. And he can restart back in Wuhan. There he goes. There you go. There you go. That's better. All right. All right. Once that one train rolls in, we'll be done with this set of tasks and we can see what we've got coming up next. What's wrong with you? Oh, that's okay. Small breakdowns are okay. That is not. And that's probably the other train from that same situation. So we're not going to have it hold up our track. We're going to kill it and restart it. Little prediking technique there that really works. There we go.
Job well done. The Qing dynasty is satisfied with the tea transport. Perhaps they are beginning to understand that, though the rails may pierce the countryside, they can also be quite beneficial for agriculture and industry. I have used my inside contacts to grant you access to another region concession. These farmlands contain precious raw silk farms, a delicate and costly resource. I trust that you handle it with proper care. Create a good supply route for fine silk products and have them shipped in Shanghai.
Okay. So, all right, we got that one done. Okay, good. We're already set up for this. 12 loads of clothing. We've got that in Hangzhou. They want us to found that business or found a business. Should have known that was coming. And silk products to Shanghai. So, oh, he actually gave us access to 2 of them. $6.99, $9.22. What are you? I think they want us to found this one, the zoo pit. Is that right? Found, no, the business Gia Farm. Is that up here? No. Where's the Gia Farm? This? Oh, it's this right here. It's, what is that? Oh, that's the raw silk. Okay. If we want raw silk, we're going to have to found this business right here. So is that the next thing we have to do? The clothing we should already be making in Hangzhou, and we'll optimize that. Then we're going. I think we're going to go based on the task. We're going to go here first rather than here. I'd love to get this one. You know, you got a couple of good cities close to the action. That would all be great. And more tea. You got bamboo. We got grain and sugar. We got another one of their little breeding farms. Beautiful, but I think we're going to go here for 922. Let's just, we got 3 stars. So let's go here and get this maximum speed. And then we'll look at, let's see, price. Well, the rail crusher would be great. I think we'll go up here wait a minute. Rail crusher. Class X, that's a big improvement over what we're running. That would be a big improvement for our freight and our mixed automatic lines, and that would be an improvement for express. So yeah, let's go. We don't care about price. I mean, we do. Don't get me wrong, we do, but we don't care that much. Construct factories to manufacture gunpowder. I have a feeling we're going to have to do that before this is over. So we're going to go 3 and 2 and 3. So we're going to focus here next on our research. Okay, got a lot to do. Now let's go ahead and buy this and then we'll quit for the day. We'll hang it up for today or for this episode. And there we go. All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you saw something that'll help you become a better player. I hope you'll like, comment, share, and subscribe. And join us for our next Railway Empire 2 video. Thank you.